Okay, so I wanted to go get into a bit about Halloween, and it's absolutely insane that any Christian thinks it's okay to celebrate Halloween when the Bible is obviously against it. You're not supposed to mix the holy with the profane. You're not supposed to learn the ways of the heathen. You're told us in Jeremiah 10, learn not the ways of the heathen and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them. Why is it that, like, even now, right, we're in still September, and I see just tons of Halloween decorations at people's houses already? Like, this is absolute nonsense, right? Are you guys even like paying attention to what you're doing? Like, you guys have these ghosts and ghouls and witches and stuff like that. Like, you're not supposed to have anything related to witchcraft. You're not supposed to have like looks of Satan. But so, like, I just looked up Halloween right on Google. Anybody can do this, right? Because knowledge has increased, as Daniel tells you, right? And you're able to easily look all these things up, right? Christmas, same thing. Easter, same thing. Halloween obviously is super easy to look up, so you're not going to be held in ignorance for these things. Okay, Halloween is a holiday celebrated on October 31st with roots in ancient Celtic festivals of Samhain. Right, that's pagan. Right, a pagan nation worshipping pagan gods. And Christian holiday, All Hallows Day. Today, it is largely secular celebration featuring activities like trick or treating, carving jack o' lanterns, wearing costumes, and attending parties. The holiday involves the use of costumes and whatever. Okay, so now this is on history.com. Right, so what is the history of Halloween? Halloween's origins date back to ancient Celtic festivals of Samhain, pronounced Samhain, whatever. The Celts, who lived 2,000 years ago, mostly in the area that is now Ireland, the United Kingdom, and northern France, celebrated their New Year on November 1st. And so now the interesting thing is if you look into, what's it? Like look up like Satan Temple or Satanic Temple or whatever, and you're gonna see how their New Year is on Halloween, right? It's their biggest holiday, and now you're doing it as part of the church. Like, what the heck are you doing? Like, what the fuck are you doing? This day marked the end of the summer and the harvest and the beginning of the dark, cold winter at the time of year that was often associated with the human death. Celts believed that on that night before the new year, the boundary between the worlds of the living and the dead became blurred. On the nights of October 31st, they celebrated Samhain when it was believed that the ghosts of the dead returned to the earth. Okay? In addition to causing trouble and damaging crops, Celts thought that the presence of the otherworldly spirits made it easier for the Druids or Celtic priests to make predictions about the future. For a people entirely dependent on the volatile natural world, these prophecies were an important source of comfort during the long, dark winter. And I won't continue reading the rest of this part, but it's like if this is like the origins of it, like why are you having anything to do with it, Christian Church? Okay, here's some more. By AD 43, the Roman Empire had conquered the majority of Celtic territory in the course of the 400 years that they ruled Celtic lands. Two festivals of Roman origin were combined with the traditional Celtic celebration of Samhain. The first was Feriola, a day in late October when the Romans traditionally commemorated the passing of the dead. The second was a day to honor Pomona, the Roman goddess of fruits and trees. The symbol of Pomona is the apple, and the incorporation of this celebration into Samhain probably explains the tradition of bobbing for apples that is practiced today on Halloween. Crazy. Okay, now to all the Catholics that say, oh no, 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 but it's All Saints Day or Hallows Eve or whatever. Well, you see this on May 13th, 1609, and the thing that we read before, that was many years before this. Pope Boniface IV dedicated the Pantheon in Rome in honor of all Christian martyrs, and the Catholic feast of All Martyrs' Day was established in the Western Church Pope Gregory III later expanded the festival to include All Saints as well as all the martyrs and moved the observance from May 13th to November 1st. By the 9th century, the influence of Christianity had spread into Celtic lands where it gradually blended with and supplanted older Celtic rites. In the year 1000, the church made November 2nd, All Souls Day, a day to honor the dead. How can you be honoring the dead when you're told not to do this in the Bible? You're told to have nothing to do with this crap. Okay? It's widely believed today that the church was attempting to replace the Celtic Festival of the Dead with a related church, I can't read that word, holiday. But this is just syncretism. Look up the word syncretism. It's trying to blend and combine things. You're not supposed to be doing this. Okay, now look at this. How did Halloween start in America? The celebration of Halloween was extremely limited in colonial New England because of the rigid, right? It was extremely limited, right? They weren't doing it. The same thing with Christmas, how it wasn't allowed in the country until like many years later because of the rigid Protestant belief systems there. Halloween is more commonly recognized in Maryland and the southern colonies. Right, so it originally wasn't even that widespread because people actually knew, like, what the fuck? This stuff is, like, absolutely wicked. But then now you Christians are so stupid to think that this is a godly thing. You're going to go to hell for doing Halloween, right? Just for a feast. You're selling your inheritance for a stupid day. Okay, here's some more. As the beliefs and customs of different European ethnic groups and American Indians meshed, a distinctly American version of Halloween began to emerge. The first celebrations included play parties, which were public events held to celebrate the harvest. Neighbors would share stories of the dead, tell each other fortunes, dance, and sing. What the fuck are you doing? Okay, now I'm going to read Jeremiah 10, right? Because this obviously should be showing you that Halloween is a pagan abomination. Right now, the Bible tells you, learn not their ways. Right? Don't be a stupid person. Hear ye, this is Jeremiah 10, hear ye the word which Jehovah speaketh unto you, O house of Israel. The house of Israel is you, Christian church. You're supposed to be grafted into Israel by keeping the covenant's promise. But you're rejecting the blood of Messiah by not keeping the covenant's promise. You got to go read Ephesians 2:10-13. Thus saith Jehovah, learn not the way of the heathen. Right? Don't learn their ways. Don't learn this Halloween satanic celebration. And be not dismayed at the signs of heaven. And changing the name from Halloween to like All Saints or All Hallows Eve or Trunk or Treat or Trick or Treat or whatever, it's not changing anything. Thus saith Jehovah, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them. For the custom, and then he goes into the Christmas tree. We're told, learn not their ways. Okay, now I'm going to go over to, I think it's Deuteronomy 12. Maybe this is going to be different, though. This might not be related, but let's see. Okay. Yep, actually this is perfect. Okay, so Deuteronomy 12, verse 29. When Jehovah thy God shall cut off the nations from before thee, whither thou goest, possess them, and thou succeedest them, and dwellest in their land, take heed to thyself that thou be not snared by following them, after that they be destroyed from before thee, that thou inquire not after their gods, saying, how did these nations serve their gods? Even so will I do likewise. Thou shalt not do so unto Jehovah thy God, for every abomination to Jehovah which he hateth have they done unto their gods, for even their sons and their daughters have they burnt in the fire to their gods. Right, that's what they've been doing, and so you shouldn't be doing that same thing. Whatsoever thing I command you, observe to do it, thou shalt not add thereto, nor diminish from it. Don't be wicked. Don't do these things.